welcome back to another episode from Life from Leroy. My name is Richard, and I will be presenting to you today another topic, which is immaturity. It can also known as unsafe people. I would like to look into how immaturity have damages relationship, have enough suffering to the people that have contact with this individual, and what they can do to improve manage the relationship. This particular topic will be divided into three parts. I'm going to present it as a three episode. The first episode, I wanted to look into what cause or what's the reason why individual fail to reach adult level. In my life, one thing I've come to realize that every person have two age, the physical age and emotional age. The the part that fail to develop most of the time are emotional age. And this is the one that cause more pain for connectivity with themselves and other people. Uh, there is no hiding truth in this. Every one of us can be immature at one point or the other, but they come to a stage where the key things have to be in place before you can really have a meaningful connection with another human being. I also want to look into how does this immaturity play out in our interpersonal relationship, in the business relationship, in our own personal growth. And also, the top part of the video, we focus on what are the attributes that you should look for when you meeting an immature person. At least if you decided to engage with this person, you should be full aware what you should expect. And I think and I feel like most of the frustration most people have is the expectation of what they have before or idea they build in their mind before they fully engage with this individual. So let's get started. Thank you. Hey, welcome back. My name is Richard, and this is the last part of the ongoing series that I've been going through with you guys for the last 2 weeks. So the topic again is immaturity in adults, and most people call them unsafe people, but I prefer to call them people that fail to grow up or mature to the meaningful way or adult level that are active for themselves, the people that I have contact with, and the society at large. So this third part, I just want to list the six character that you might be able to watch out for when you have a contact with this type of people. And like I said in the first video, the first episode of this particular message of immature in adult life, I talk about more about what is causing adults to fail to grow to the accepted maturity level. So even though I did admitted that almost everyone have demonstrated immaturity at one point of their life, and regardless of their age, but the the level I'm talking about in this particular podcast is more about the consistency of immaturity that some individual demonstrated or involved in their life. So I think the first part of this video, I try to explain main cause of why people are immature, and also uh, the second part, I did mention how immaturity play out in interpersonal relationship, in romantic relationship, in business, in friendship, or at work, and at society as large, and what what you should look for. So for the last part of this episode, I just want to quickly list the attributes or character traits that you might observe if you pay attention into these kind of people uh, when you meet them. Sometimes it's not always obvious, but actually, when you pay attention a lot with the person you're dealing with, it is obvious to say they cannot actually hide in that. So, number one, they are very, very, very selfish. Everyone can be selfish to an extent, and there's nothing wrong to that. But this kind of selfishness is uh, is very calculated, very explosive, it's very childish. Um, you see this individual that they tend to blow up situation that doesn't even involve in them, but in a small that it bring attention back to them, they will happily jump to it and blow everything to your face. They are also very self-absorbed. So they call you for everything they need, and every time they see you as something that can be useful for them, they will tell you how much you are important to them, only because in their mind they see what all you cover in their life and what they can be used you for. But the only time you know that their desire for you, their time for you, is because you are providing some services for them. And when you stop providing this service, your relationship will go to different phase. And that phase will really expose how level of their self-absorbed is being. So for your own head, it is important to be aware of this. The number two that I also want to mention is dogmatism. So they say everything black and white. It's really, really difficult for this kind of people to appreciate your individuality or accept your independence. They cannot see you different from anyone else. So be mindful of that. And number two, quickly, they use projection a lot, and they constantly projecting the negative side of them to you, and they can use words that, oh, you are very selfish, or they can say, uh, you don't know anything, or, or they use so many things to projecting their own shadow side that they don't really proud of, and they projecting it back to you, and they are really good to take your good quality and claim it as their own. So if you're really good in one thing, they want to associate themselves with you. And number four, so they are victim. Even they appear very confident, but when the trouble happen, when they hit the bottom based on their own decision, they automatically make themselves as a victim. Pay attention to them. They have 5 or 6 marriages, but they always blame their spouse for the reason why the marriage didn't work out. Their friend walk away from them, they always think that they think their friend is crazy. And it's not one friend, it's not two friends, it's not three friends. So they never seem to look into themselves. So they're always a victim. So these people, when you first met them, they wanted to get close to you quickly by sharing deeper information about them, but actually it's more psychological because you feel like you are dealing with somebody that's so deep, and because they go so quick with you, you bound to open yourself up as well and share part of you. But actually, is a very calculative move and make you more exposed to their empathy, trigger your own empathy or sympathy. So number five, they are also good in blaming other people. Apart from their victim, they are the expert in casting blame to everyone. If they don't do well at work, it's because one colleague is stupid or their boss is narcissistic. So they tend to always blame everyone for their own shortcoming. So that is number five. The last one I want to give you is they are very reactive. These people are not proactive. They lack self-awareness. They lack accountability. So If you speak to them calm, they calm. If you raise your voice, they tend to raise their voice. So they are automatically reactive to the energy that you bring to them. If you holding them accountable for the actions, they tend to go aggressive and reactive and even try to uh, double attack you, feeling that you are purposely attacking them, not knowing that in any healthy relationship or strong relationship, at one point you needed to speak the truth and tell that person how you feel or you think their behavior is impacting you, but they are not able to take this kind of feedback. So they are more reactive by rejecting you. So I'm going to repeat it quickly. Number one, they are very selfish and self-absorbed. Number two, they're very dogmatic in nature. They see everything black and white, and they are not open to other opinion. And even if they do, to please you, you will see that they are not willingly wanted to try it. They just go along, and it doesn't help anyone. Number three, they do projection a lot, and number four, they always see themselves as a victim. Even the decision they made by themselves, whether to enter a relationship with the wrong people, they blame that person for all the other relationships that didn't work out in their life. So even the thing that already happened before the new person came to their life, they blame the guy for it or they blame the woman for it. So they're always a victim. And number five, they blame everyone. So, and similar to victim mentality, but the blaming one is a coping mechanism, is to protect their fragile image that they created for themselves. So if they see themselves as a good person, and anytime they done something that their conscience triggered them, they needed to blame somebody else. They say sorry is very difficult for them, and when they say it, they don't really mean it because you will say it. And the last one, they're very reactive. So these are the attributes of immature person, and you might be able to watch out for this, and then that will help you to manage your own expectation, what you most likely getting back in getting involved in this kind of person. So before I go, I also want to give a bonus point uh, to round up this podcast. And the roundup point I want to give you, what are the attributes of a mature person? So it's well and good and say, okay, this is the thing that you will say in a mature person. It doesn't mean that mature person have a ethic upbringing. It doesn't mean that they are never experienced trauma. It means that they experience all these things like a mature person, but for some reason, the mature person use that event, that situation as a lesson, and it is all bound to the mindset as a lesson to grow. And they also learn to take accountability. So I'm going to give you roughly and quickly as a bonus point. Number one thing you will say when you meet a mature person, they are very reliable and they are consistent, the way they deal with you and the way they do their things. And they were number two, they are very humble and authentic. These are not the people that have many masks to or wear any mask in order to fit into the group mentality or fit into what some people want in order to get advantage. They are humble. They have a lot of things going on in their life. They don't really go out and use a public address system to shout out, or you see them do posting all the time on the internet. These are not the people that you will say, but only when you speak to them, only when you meet them in what they really enjoy doing, then you realize that these people are more fully loaded than what they present to you, because they realize that they can only focus on themselves and they don't do preaching to other people. They live the life they want to inspire other people to live, because it's difficult to do the right thing. It's easier to do the wrong thing. So number three, they are very confident and very wise. So these are not the people that make a big decision in the impulse level. They use all the intelligence that they have within them. They use their body intelligence, they use their heart intelligence, and they use their brain intelligence. So they combine all those three. They don't just let their heart jump and then they do things before thinking about it. So these are wise people. So they don't always rely on their own side. They read a lot and they observe a lot, and they 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 are curious people, and they are very confident in themselves, and they don't rely on other people for validation. So these are number three. Number four, they are very courageous and gentle. These mature people, when you see them, the way they live their life will challenge you, will inspire you. So, firstly, they are afraid, but they face their fear. They put themselves in a situation that shake their comfort zone. So when they go to the places where other people don't want to go, they make a sacrifice that other people don't want to make. And at the end, they become even more better than what they used to be. So number five, they are friendly and loving. So these people are very warming. They are very warm in heart, and they are very loving. So at the moment, they give everyone a benefit of doubt. They don't know how to treat a stranger, but when they meet you as a person, and they respect you because they respect themselves. They love you because they love themselves, but they allow people to show them how to treat them. So they don't already carry trauma or fear in their heart that everyone I met take advantage of me. No, no, no. The mature person are the people that they're very friendly and loving, because all their friendly and loving was based on the confidence within themselves, that even though if they treat you well and you treat them bad, they have confidence enough to walk away from it. So they give everyone a benefit of doubt. And number six, they are very emotional intelligent. These people, they don't just base their maturity based on coefficient intelligence. They know how to get information by using their empathy or intuitive, or see what you really need. So when you meet somebody, they don't give advice, they ask if you need their opinion. They don't judge you without knowing you. So because of their level of emotional intelligence, they tend to be the people that other people want in their group, in their company, because of what they brought into the table. And number seven, they are emotionally stable. These are not the people that they are inconsistency. You will not see them like that. They are very emotional people. They are not reactive in nature. These are the people that they're able to function under enormous stress. And because the way they put their life together, they use all sorts of tools to make them calm and balanced and grounded. So, such as using tools like meditation or yoga, or they use philosophy or even spiritualism. So they were more aware of who they are. So, number eight, they are very peaceful. One of the things that make them more Pandora box to other people is because of the peacefulness that they carry around them. So mature people, they appear more peaceful because of things that they pass through in their life. You are shaping them to become who they are today. And the last one that I'm going to give you is number nine. They are very kind and they are very grateful. These people believe that everything they have in their life is a gift. So they appreciate in the moment who was in their life right now, what they have right now, and they don't, even the past event that look horrible to a lot of people, they see it as a life lesson, and it's shaping them, make them become more better. So as a result of that, when they met people, they tend to see everyone have their own journey and path, and they become more kind because they know suffering, and they learn from it, and they accept that the people they met will also go through the same situation in their life. So this is what how I wanted to end this video. And if you have any question, please write to me at info@lifeforlivingwell.info. Please subscribe, and if you have any suggestion, please write a comment. I will appreciate it. Thank you for your time, for listening to this podcast. Whatever you do today, Have amazing and awesome day. Thank you.